Day 5, Genesis 9, verse 8. Then God said to Noah and his sons with him, Understand that I am confirming my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, birds, livestock, and all wildlife of the earth that are with you, all the animals of the earth that came out of the ark. I confirm my covenant with you that never again will all flesh be wiped out by the waters of a deluge. There will never again be a deluge to destroy the earth. And God said, This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you, and every living creature with you, a covenant for all future generations. I have placed my bow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Whenever I form clouds over the earth, and the bow appears in the clouds, I will remember my covenant between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh. Water will never again become a deluge to destroy all flesh. The bow will be in the clouds, and I will look at it and remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh on earth. God said to Noah, This is the sign of the covenant that I have confirmed between me and all flesh on earth. Noah's sons who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were Noah's sons, and from them the whole earth was populated. Noah, a man of the soil, was the first to plant a vineyard. He drank some of the wine, became drunk, and uncovered himself inside his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father naked and told his two brothers outside. Then Shem and Japheth took a cloak and placed it over both their shoulders, and walking backwards, they covered their father's nakedness. Their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father naked. When Noah awoke from his drinking and learned what his youngest son had done to him, he said, Canaan will be cursed. He will be the lowest of slaves to his brothers. He also said, Praise the Lord, the God of Shem. Canaan will be his slave. God will extend Japheth. He will dwell in the tents of Shem. Canaan will be his slave. Now Noah lived 350 years after the flood. So Noah's life lasted 950 years. Then he died. Chapter 10, verses 1 through 32. These are the family records of Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. They also had sons after the deluge. Japheth's sons, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Traz. Gomer's sons, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah, and Javan's sons, Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Doddamin. The coastland people spread out into their lands. These are Japheth's sons by their clans. In their nations, each group had its own language. Ham's sons, Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. Cush's sons, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Septicah. Ramah's sons, Sheba, and Dedan. Cush fathered Nimrod, who was the first powerful man on earth. He was a powerful hunter in the sight of the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a powerful hunter in the sight of the Lord. His kingdom started with Babylon, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Assyria and built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Calah, and Resen, between Nineveh and the great city Calah. Egypt fathered Ludum, Anamim, Lehabam, Naphthalim, Pathrusim, Cassilum, The Philistines came from them, and Caphotium. Canaan fathered Sidon, his firstborn, and the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Archites, the Sinites, the Arvadites, the Zemarites, and the Hamathites. Afterward, the Canaanite clans scattered. The Canaanite border went from Sidon going toward Gerar as far as Gaza, and going toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zebulun, as far as Lasha. These are Ham's sons by their clans according to their languages, in their own lands and their nations. And Shem, Japheth's oldest brother, also had children. Shem was the father of all the children of Eber. Shem's sons were Elam, Ashur, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram. Aram's sons, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. Arpachshad fathered Shelah, and Shelah fathered Eber. Eber had 2 sons. One was named Peleg, for during his days the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan fathered Almodad, Sheleph, Hazmarak, Veth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Diklah, Obal, Abimuel, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were Joktan's sons. Their settlements extended from Mesha to Sephah, the eastern hill country. These are Shem's sons by their clans according to their languages, in their lands and their nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons, according to their family records, in their nations. The nations on earth spread out from these after the flood. Psalm 4, verses 1 through 8. Answer me when I call, God. Who vindicates me? You freed me from affliction. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. How long, exalted man, will my honor be insulted? How long will you love what is worthless and pursue a lie? Selah. Know that the Lord has set apart the faithful for himself. The Lord will hear when I call to him. Be angry and do not sin on your bed. Reflect in your heart and be still. Selah. Offer sacrifices in righteousness and trust in the Lord. Many are saying, who can show us anything good? Look on us with favor, Lord. You have put more joy in my heart than they have when their grain and new wine abound. I will both lie down and sleep in peace. For you alone, Lord, make me live in safety. Proverbs chapter 1, verses 10 through 14. My son, if sinners entice you, don't be persuaded. If they say, come with us, let's set an ambush and kill someone. Let's attack some innocent person just for fun. Let's swallow them alive like Sheol. Still healthy as they go down to the pit, we'll find all kinds of valuable property and fill our houses with plunder. Throw in your lot with us, and we'll all share our money. Matthew chapter 4, verse 21. Going on from there, he saw 2 other brothers, James the son of Zebedee and his brother John. They were in a boat with Zebedee their father, mending their nets, and he called them. Immediately they left the boat, and their father followed him. Jesus was going all over Galilee, teaching in the synagogues, preaching the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness among the people. Then the news about him spread throughout Syria. So they brought to him all those who were afflicted, those suffering from various diseases and intense pains, the demon-possessed, the epileptics, the paralytics, and he healed them. Large crowds followed him from Galilee, Decapolis, Jerusalem, Judea, and beyond the Jordan. Chapter 5, verse 1. When he saw the crowds, he went up on the mountains, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then he began to teach them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, because the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Blessed are those who mourn, because they will be comforted. Blessed are the gentle, because they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, because they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, because they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, because they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, because they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness, because the kingdom of heaven is theirs. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you, and falsely say every kind of evil against you because of me. Be glad and rejoice, because your reward is great in heaven, for that is how they persecuted the prophets who were before you.